I was like, there's no way I skirt around him, right? Alright, it's fine. We can battle him quick. Maybe I'll just stick with the current party setup with the electric effects, considering there's some dudos around here that are weak to that. Yeah, I'm not gonna change my team up.
Okie
Okie dokie. So, yeah, we can probably just one-turn this. It's a random encounter battle. It'll be freaking easy. Nice camera angle. So we can probably... Maybe I'll do the thing with Hero Sight again, is maybe what I'll do. So if we go ahead and activate the Shock Dash, maybe I'll pump one Shock Dash into each of these guys that are weak to it, because I should be able to dash this guy and then pipe back, right? And still have the same movement range, I hope. I haven't actually tried that in this game yet. But let's see here. Get one Shock Dash on you, do some pretty good damage. Yes. So then we go over here and across, and we can team jump with Mario to get some extra movement if we need to get to that one guy. We might not need to, though. And yeah, I'm thinking Mario's gonna activate Hero Sight rather than a Spark, because we can do this and he'll probably kill. Yeah, so now he gets another charge. And then, nah, I'm gonna need more, a little bit more range, aren't I? Let's go ahead and get that with our team jump. There we go. And now Mario should shoot both of them. Look at that. Yep. That's a really good combination, isn't it? The, dash kills along with the Hero Sight. I do have to say. Alright, but now I'm stuck to here. Should be fine, right? Should be A-okay. Well, we might not be able to one-turn it, but we'll come close. I mean, Mario can still shmove and hit both of them, right? No, we can one-turn it. We can one-turn it because now we can do this. Pew pew. Sweet. Alright, easy peasy.
Oh yeah.
No problemo. Worked out quite well. We've got all the yellow sparks. Oh, I should have... Oh, I got a freaking cooldown clock. Sweet. I should have brought that meteor one. I still haven't seen what it does, and I'm curious about it. Yoink. Yeah, I'll take that cooldown clock. Sweet. Alright. No. No. No! It's in! Oh, this guy's gonna attack me, isn't he? Yep. Yeah, there it goes. My goodness gracious. Alright. So it's a bunch of those guys. They're weak to ooze, I think, right? I can bring in Peach, and I can bring in that meteor thing. What I can do. So let's see here. Let's go ahead and bring in Peach. Who might I want to put that meteor thing on? I don't know. Let's bring in Rabbid Luigi. And sure, Rabbid Peach is a pretty standard thing there. So let's go ahead and let's try this out, because I am thoroughly curious about it. I probably want to put on a different element. It might not matter all that much here, but, you know, sure. Let's just do that for now, I guess. I want to see this meteor thing, because I'm intrigued about it, you know? So let's see here. Here we go. So then, I'm going to want to get Peach. Oh, you're missing some of your health, Rabbid Luigi. Whatever. Try to get her as much over here as we can go. And then ooze all these guys. And it'll do a whole bunch of damage. Bam. Bam, get oozed! Dang, I can't quite get the angle. No, I can get this. I'm going for it. There we go. Speaking of Bayonetta, all that weird drama killed that voice actor's career. Yeah, and why did she do it is what I'm so confused about. I'm so confused about what she hoped to gain. She just freaking speedran killing one's own career for seemingly no reason. I'm so confused. I should have done this from the get-go, but whatever. May as well. Like, genuinely, what did she hope to get out of it? So let's go say here-ish. Can I dash that one guy there? I can dash you. Sure, let's do it. Let's see this. Yeah, so it's just an area around you, so it'll probably be good on someone that just works at close range like Rabbid Mario in that case. Meteors with the burn super effect rain upon enemies. Each deals some damage. Okay. Wow! It just annihilates cover. It does some pretty good damage, though. Yeah, I'm thinking that spark might be good to give to Rabbid Mario. Start incorporating glitches, and then you'll feel that even more so. Oh, I got a super mushroom. Heck yeah. Sweet. When was the last time we had Rabbid Peach at the front? Let's do that. I want to hear some of her, like, from the front voice lines. Because I don't think we've heard all the Rabbid voice lines yet. For everyone, you know. Is the case. Alright, bam! Alright, cool. Look at that. That thing's turning now. Sweet. It all worked out. So now it opens the way. Or is there something I'm missing? No, it opens the way. So now I just have to hit that button. That is a button. Okay. Winter Palace. Solve the mystery of the constellation. Okay. No, you see nothing. Speaking of Bayonetta, it's odd how Nintendo so consistently understocks its collector editions. The Bayonetta 3 Masquerade Edition has little more than a box, art book, and extra cases, which should not be under any special trouble to manufacture, yet supply is still under demand. Yeah, special editions being under production and Nintendo just go hand in hand nowadays. Like, it's just the norm with them. And, you know, some people will be like, oh, less supply means, like, more demand and the value goes up. And it's like, yeah, the value goes up by scalping. You know, Nintendo themselves are only gonna ever be selling it at retail prices. Not like they can make more revenue off of it by driving up the value through scarcity. It's not gonna change anything for them, you know? All it does is make fans disappointed with, like, what the heck? Why aren't there enough things? And I get that, you know, companies are gonna see it like, oh, it's better to produce a bit under than a bit over, because then you have all these units that you haven't sold and you've just, you know, spent the money to produce without anybody buying them. So maybe they're sketched out about that. But to consistently, every time, for however many years now, for probably the better part of a decade, to always be underproducing, it's like, maybe you'd think by now that they'd start producing a bit more, you know? But, you know, they're so famous for underproducing that it's like, you know, maybe they would have gotten the hint by now that people are interested in these things. Or maybe just have it be, what they could have done with Xenoblade 3s, for example. That was only available to pre-order very briefly, like a couple times, on the official Nintendo site. For whatever dumb reason. What they could have done is just leading up to release, have it always be up and available, and just say, like, yeah, anybody that wants to pre-order it can pre-order it. And then when the game comes out, and we'll know how many special editions we have to produce now. Because, you know, we'll have all these things in demand. Or so we'll have all these things, like, in pre-ordered state, you know? So maybe just tell the fans, like, hey, if you want to get a special edition, it's not going to come to you right when the game comes out. Like, handle it like Xenoblade 3, where you get the game a lot earlier, and then the special edition arrives whenever the special edition is produced and arrives. And just have it be so that players would pre-order the special edition, and then when the game comes out, now you know exactly how many you need to produce, and produce, you know, a little bit more than the amount that were pre-ordered, and then everything should be fine and dandy, and nobody should be disappointed, and now you've made major sales off of, you know, your special editions. But that would be smart, and doing smart things and Nintendo also don't really go hand in hand. Unless there's a smart way to, extort money from people in underhanded ways, like freaking Nintendo Online, or Nintendo Online Expansion Pass, or crummy remasters, or stuff like that, you know? Been watching some of Cleric, and we'll definitely be doing a glitch run in about a year or so. Usually a break from the same game, though, unless it's Halo. Understandable there, yeah. Cleric's a really, really good resource for learning Breath of the Wild glitches. I definitely learned a lot of things from there. A lot of companies are considering getting rid of physical editions, so you can see why short productions, which, yeah, increases demand at scalpers. But, you know, if they're, it'll increase demand and value, but not for the, you know, company that's selling it in the first place, you know? Oh, but I don't get it. Oh, this is just a puzzle here. So I need to match them up? I don't have to match up the bottom one anyway, right? I just need to match up these other ones until they're in line. Surely. Surely. Okay, so like that. Can I not? Oh, it needs to line up with the outside circle, because that one I can't rotate. Okay, gotcha. So I'll rotate until it lines up with the outside. Which is like that. And then we just spin this until it lines up here. And then the floor will be solved like that! The weird Dorito. No, it's a star.
Let's go.
You trigger the door. It's open. Great hard spoon. We can reach the top floor at last. Alright. Find the tentacle inside the Winter Palace. Will do. Let's go. Away. Alright. Let's do it. Yarn? Not the yarn! What is happening anymore? She dropped yarn for us?
Great hard spoon.
Great hard spoon, it's the girls' network. She's never without it. Oh, his friendo that went missing there. Is he always gonna have snow on his back? One more time, up the stairs! So our big bad is trying to imply that something bad happened to, this friendo of his.
Orion paid for fuel and a variety of extremely unhealthy snacks with loose change. The cashier ignored him.
Yeah, filling up on fuel, you gotta get all those unhealthy snacks, right? At least that's what the gas station hopes he'll do. This goes for all companies, for all consoles. Rumors suggest next gen will come with detachable drives, making digital version the primary one. Huh. I thought about going all digital with the Switch era, but, you know, I like having physical things, having something on the shelf, being able to lend games out. Especially considering nowadays, you know, I have my two little cousins that I do very frequently lend out Switch games to. A lot of the games that they play come from me when I'm done with my playthroughs of them. So,
Orion was so destitute at one point that he used an old boot as bait in hopes a neutrino slime would fancy using it as a nest. Gross.
Also, I'm worried about going all digital with Nintendo, considering Nintendo really does not seem to support their classic... really does not support their old games digitally in a meaningful way at all. They started supporting it in a meaningful way from the Wii to Wii U era with a virtual console, but ever since the Switch, they're just like, yeah, our legacy games, yeah, screw that, you know? So, you know, having something on the shelf that I know I'm gonna be able to keep forever, I find more reassuring than, you know, something that's locked completely to my one console. And probably won't be available on future consoles, knowing Nintendo nowadays, you know. Hate digital games, honestly. I don't know why, maybe just seeing the case, but something about digital, you just don't like it. You know, I did like the idea of just being able to hit the home button and be able to just click and open another game just like that and have it all there and convenient and, you know, not have to worry about having as much plasticky stuff be produced and all that stuff there. But, you know, Nintendo's games long-term digitally, they don't really handle them all that well, you know? So I like having the physical thing on the shelf. I like being able to lend games. And to for sure always be able to have that thingamabob instead of, you know, the weird thing that Nintendo does with their things, you know? So that star goes up to there. And that star goes up to there. So this one is first, right?
It looks like a cross between an angry nebula shark and an extremely irritated blob lobster. I'll admit, I'm stumped.
What? Yeah, what now? What's here?
Orion obeys
I love the art of this game.
Celestial Angler's code. Give aid whenever needed. Though it looks like his first aid certification is a little rusty.
Is that the one that he saved there on his travels that we're gonna save as we go through here? Maybe. Or with every console, like physical games, if you move and have no internet, if your console fries, you want to go to your friend's house and play. Or just as simple as lending a game to a friend. Don't want to give them access to your whole account. Yeah. That's, I'm definitely a whole lot more comfortable with physical games as well here. Oh my. Wah. Oh, your foot is clipping through your boot a little bit. That's a little bit of a mess up for a cutscene, no less. You gotta love Edge. Oh, they know each other, I guess. Also, you know, something like a foot clipping through a boot, that's the kind of thing where it's like, alright, maybe if you see it happen, it's not that big a deal. But in the middle of a cutscene where it's zooming in on the boot, how did they not catch and fix that? Like, that is genuinely one of those kinds of oversights that's like, wow. Really? You know? Just, I'm genuinely stunned about that. Edge, you're here. I knew you would show yourself. Eventually. Do they just know each other because, wait, maybe Edge used to be a Spark Hunter under Cursa, and then went and forged out a new path and decided to be a good guy instead? Maybe? That's my prediction right now.
Let her go.
Oh my goodness, they all just spawned in after the camera angle switched. What is this, Legends Arceus? Let the girl go, Midnight. Ride with us. It's a smart play and you know it. Are these your new friends? Maybe I should warn them. After all, we were friends once. Perhaps we still are. I freaking called it!
Friends? Friends how?
Enough talk.
Ah, but you just got here. And we're just getting to the fun part.
Honest.
I couldn't make the girl leave if I wanted to. See, real friends just don't just up and ghost you, Edge.
Real friends, stick around.
Poisonous snake.
She's vanished inside that barrel-eyed snaffle-kraken.
Dark Mass Tentacle. I'm pretty sure we mentioned it before.
Hold on, girl.
I'm coming, girl. Alrighty, well, whoops, dang it, I'm so used to the freaking switching to the Majora's Mask layout after that Halloween event there. During that cutscene, Mythic coming out of nowhere, subbing for 9 months, which already was getting on your, you can disable auto renew, you know, if you want, but anyway, I do appreciate the 9-month resub there, Mythic. That was a whole lot of months there enjoying another
Twitch
month
auto renew is getting on my nerves.
Yeah. SGG, I do disable it? Oh, what? Yeah, what? That'd be strange that it'd be auto-renewing, then? It shouldn't? I'm very, very confused. Also, you might have to remind me later to give you the 9-month sub roll in Discord, because sometimes I forget these things, so you might need to remind me. I might remember. We'll see here. But yeah, let's see here. Did go all digital for a year or so, but hate it so much now. We're back to buying physical, especially with the Switch. Understandable there. Well, if you don't like a game, no Steam gives refunds, but if you don't like a game and okayed under 2 hours, but Sony bans you if you refund 3 times? They do? I've never heard about that. I know how strict Nintendo is, but I assume they don't do refunds other than WWE 2021. That's refunded. Huh. DLC potentially devalues the long-term value of cartridges in some cases. There's that as well. Pokemon games have tended to increase in price in the long run, but maybe 20 years from now, games like Sword and Shield will feel ever incomplete to players, at least without modding, never mind BDSP. Yeah. Once the Nintendo online service goes down, and you can't install the day 1 patch for BDSP, and if you get it on a console, like if you get BDSP from there, without that, without access to Nintendo Online or after the services go down, guess the post-game just doesn't exist anymore, unless it's for players that already had it before. Like, the longevity of BDSP has got to be, like, some of the worst I've ever seen in any video game ever, with the way that they handle that day 1 patch. Like, it's atrocious. Sony, curiously, have been moving towards Collector's Edition without actual game discs included, but in the case of Nintendo, buying Collector's Edition still fits more neatly with having a physical game library. Huh. Playing some Persona 5 and just got an email from Twitch, so thought you'd say hi. What, did that remind you about, like, Twitch stuff? And it was like, aha! I'm thinking about Twitch now. Time to go over to Twitch. Is that what's going on over there? Are you enjoying Persona 5 there? Have you beaten the first palace?
Captain Orion struggles with reading maps, having always considered them an extravagant luxury meant for the idle rich.
This is also the second time, I think the second time, might be the third, but I'm fairly certain the second time, that I've noticed that the voice acting does not match the actual text on screen. The voice acting said Captain Orion struggles at reading maps, but the text here says Captain Orion struggles at map reading. It's not a big detail, but it's a little bit, you know, irksome. It's just a bit annoying, you know, seeing stuff like that. It's like, really? Really, it's gonna be like that? I mean, the date in-game is 5/7 now, so mayhaps. Perhaps, so really been going ham then, huh?
This mystery co-pilot ran out of fuel again, and were forced to crash land here. That's what happens when you put only 2 coins worth of fuel into your ship at a time.
So, is that the gal that he saved on the journey and brought here, who apparently likes knitting and stuff? Where, I just got coins? Where the heck did that come from? Oh. Oh. Alright, so story battle, Midnight Library, huh? Wahoo! So it just bans you from digital purchases, or at least used to. Not messing with your current PSN account, but your first one was closed down back in 2013. Microsoft was the easier one to get refunds from it, as you mentioned before. Steam is pro refunds. Yeah, at least Steam is like, hey, you know, if you have under 2 hours of playtime, refunded no problemo, which is really nice at least. Alright, let's see here. Midnight Library.